Hello everyone and welcome to our I Pick My Butt video, moresurvivor.io, and if you follow the channel for a while, you know how I love killing bosses, favorite part of the game. So today, we're going to give you the final 10 bosses inside the game. Alright, so that might have been the most exciting part of the video here, but at any rate, you get special effects on the I Pick My Butt channel. Now, as far as the bosses here, I pretty much breezed through them from about chapter 36 up to 45 with the Late Chaser, so these first 5, 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45 might look a little bit easier than the ones afterwards. For the final boss on chapter 41, we're going to have the Decrepit Rotwood, and this is the Bob Ross of the trees right here. You see the afro on him. Pretty much 3 attacks that you're going to see out of him. He's going to launch some missiles at you. He's going to spawn some mobs, and then the other one, which I didn't actually get hit by, you'll kind of see it here in a second. Just kind of a red circle that pops up around him, almost like he's going to hit you, or if you're too close, you're going to get smacked. But the lightning definitely takes away a lot of the viewing on this here, but a lot of just running around in circles on him. Dodging the missiles was probably the hardest part, and everything else was just easy peasy. So there you go, chapter 41, you get to it. This is going to be the guy you will be facing. And for the record, if I happen to cut any of these bosses short, I did beat them all. These were the ones that I recorded when I finally beat them. For the chapter 42 boss, we're going to have the Mega Pincer, and just to make sure I pronounce that right, I looked it up and I learned that a pincer is actually a organ that's used for kind of pinching things, and it's used by arthropods, like spiders, I guess, things that have exoskeletons. So you can see this one drops incredibly fast, so you guys learn on the channel at the same time too. But really the hardest part was probably that dodge, given that it's such a small board. But there you go, chapter 42. Now moving on to chapter 43. We have the Papillon Queen, and once again, had to look up how to say it because I thought it was going to be Papillon, but Papillon, it's actually French for butterfly, which makes sense. I was going to call it something cool like the Musty Moth, but pretty much you guys faced this one already. Nothing too terrible. It's really that big purple one you got to watch out for, and then the charge or dash that's going to do at you, but drop pretty quickly, say goodbye to the Papillon. On to chapter 44, and we're running out of bosses here because it's the Decrepit Rotwood again, although the attacks are different on this time. This time you will see little stumps of spikes pop up out of the ground, but really that's the only thing I saw different. It might actually be the one too where it stretches out the arms and tries to hit you that way, but there is mobs that spawn up on that. You can see the poison, they just get killed way too fast, but definitely a little bit tankier than the first one we face, and you are in a smaller board for it, so definitely got to be careful, but realistically not too bad. Chapter 45, we have the Ocean Lord, but by the time I'm done with him, we're going to be calling him the Pond Princess. Now, the big thing to watch out with him is that charge swipe attack that you see there. It looks like a very small area of hit, but it's actually a lot wider than that. Don't know why they didn't make the red larger, but that will be the big one to watch out for. Now, I don't know if he was just kind of glitching here, but it seems like he was just kind of doing a slow walk, and don't know if he was going to just try to stab me, but at any rate, that was really the main thing just to have to deal with, was that kind of big time slashing. Chapter 46, we're going to have the Raging Bull, and you heard me complain about this one. I call this one of the hardest bosses. I don't know what it is, but it's almost like those blue orbs are $100 bills, and I'm just trying to catch them. It always seems to hit me. I always seem to get in the way of them, and I usually end up dying on them. But there is a couple of attacks on this one you got to watch out for. Obviously, you saw the blue orbs. There is the charging with the explosion on it, and then there's the other one where he's going to do right there. That's the one that usually gets me. I don't know how I didn't get hit by it, but I don't care what people say. Might be easy for you, but I just struggle every single time I'm facing this one. This was, I think, a flawless victory, but like I said, just got lucky. Now, typically at times, I will talk myself down this game. People say, wow, you're so good at this game. And I say, you know what? Take the average player, put them at 50%. I'm just a little bit better than the average player. But, I mean, this run right here, I don't even have the Light Chaser evolve. I'm going up against what I call the hardest boss, and I don't even take a single hit. I mean, come on, guys. I should get a trophy for this one right here. You know what, better yet, I'm going to go make myself a trophy right now. But at any rate, you see him. There he goes right there, dropping down and done. Chapter 47, we're going to have the Mega Devourer, or also known as the Caterpillar, and I started thinking to myself, could this Caterpillar actually be what evolves into the Papillon? Just throwing it out there, Caterpillars turn into butterflies, but this is not a board. You want to be in close corners with this guy right here, because the dash is always a huge pain. Now, whenever I see him kind of stand up, I'm just kind of going and moving perpendicular to him, but it does seem like he's moving a little bit faster. I don't know if it's because it's such close quarters, but I am definitely struggling on this here, and it's just one of those those things where I gotta wait it out and kill him before he kills me. So nothing really to see here. We've all faced this one. It can be annoying. I know a lot of people hate this one, but if once you get that kind of dash thing down, it's not too bad. The mobs getting thrown out there also are not a help because they just get in the way. One more thing to run into, but we're definitely taking some hits on this. So there you go. Chapter 47, Mega Devour. Chapter 48, once again, we see the Ocean Lord, and this time he's a lot tankier than before. The big difference is I had a whole lot more of swinging on the ropes on this here, which kind of delays everything, especially with the drones. They try to just sit there and target nothing at all. But the slashes, like I said, they're dangerous on this, and he does try to get you a lot. So nothing really to see here you haven't seen already besides this whole leaping in the air and trying to land on you. And by the time he does land, you have a split second to shoot him, and then he's jumping and landing again. But you can see it's taking a while. I'm talking a lot. Ocean Lord, nothing else to see here. Chapter 49, we're going to be running into the Zombie Rider, and I gotta say, this guy really is a pain here. The whole bullets and the bouncing off the wall, coming back at you, and everything going on inside the screen, it can really be annoying. Not to mention, you never really know exactly when he's going to fire or what direction he's going to fire in. But you can see, we're just making the magic happen and dodging, trying to keep the distance, and luckily, I don't think we got hit too many times. But the fact that it is 49, he does have a good amount of health to him, but we're really just working him in this. So we've all faced this one. We all hate this one. If you don't hate this one, put it down in the comments. I don't know why you wouldn't hate him, but it just seems like it's an annoying boss altogether. And finally, the final boss, Chapter 50, the Doom Maker. At least maybe final boss for another week and a half till they come out some more chapters. But at any rate, if you didn't see the Chapter 50 video, it's just going to be a lot of jumping around on his half. Keep your distance. Those little blue orbs have a little bit of a swerve to them, and the lightning emitter is going to be the trick, just to kind of make sure you're hitting them from the distance. I mean, yeah, we are hitting them with the light chaser, but let's be honest. Lightning emitter, solid OP ability to be using inside the game. But realistically, it's one of those things where he's just tanky. If you do get hit, yeah, it's going to hurt, but it's so easy to dodge them, especially when we're far away. So let me know what you guys think. Did you like this style video? Do you want to see more of them like this? At least when the next chapters come out, we can make them on that. Yeah, I guess I did get hit there. We just died. But at any rate, really curious to know what you guys thought of today's video. If you haven't already, join up on the Discord. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and remember, I pick my butt.